And now, RSM, the Rams Sports Magazine Show.
Good evening and welcome to RSM, Rams Sports Magazine Show. I'm your host, Anthony Keith. The volleyball team is currently 6-2, while the football team is a perfect 2-0. 2 games closer to their bowl appearance. I'm going to start things off on this show recapping their game against in-state rival, the UNC Bears.
Well, I like the way we came out and played. Obviously, we played a solid first half of football, I think just about in every area. But then again, I think there's some letdowns in the second half. You can tell we lost our focus a little bit there defensively on those 2 scoring drives. Offensively, we kind of sputtered around a little bit. We did have quite a few injuries, particularly at the fullback spot, which took us out of quite a bit what we were doing. But top to bottom, pleased. I think we got better today. I think we got a lot of playing time for a lot of people. I think we improved in some areas. So we're happy with the win. We'll go to work tomorrow, put this game behind us, and then get ready for the University of Colorado next week.
Oh man, we'll take a win no matter how it comes. 2-0 is a great feeling right now. We haven't, hasn't been a regular thing for us over these past few years, and it just feels good to get a win no matter how we do it.
After that win, were you guys already thinking CU in the back of your heads?
After the win, yes. We had to get the win done first, but right as we got in that locker room, people were yelling Rocky Mountain Showdown. So.
Yeah, we are really excited. Start the season off 2-0, win a big game at home. So we got to prepare for next week because we have a big one.
Talk about your interception.
Oh, I mean, it was just good break on the ball. I saw the ball up there and I put myself in a good position to pick it off. Yeah, Coach talked about, defense needs to come out and be aggressive and, take the life out of the team, and I feel like we did that in the first quarter.
I feel like in the first half we played lights out, offense, defense, special teams, everything. I mean, that first half was probably the best half of football we've ever played. Second half, I think we lost our edge a little bit, and we can't do that. This week against CU, I mean, we got to come out like we did in the first half, play all 4 quarters like that against CU, and it's going to be a great game. I mean, I can't really pinpoint one thing. I think maybe some people got down because of all the injuries we had. I mean, those were pretty key guys on our team, and I think that took the air out of our team a little bit. But we can't let that happen. I mean, we scored 28 points in the first half and a field goal and a safety in the second half. We got to do a better job of that. I mean, all season we talked about finishing, and we didn't do that today. But we'll clean that up and be ready for CU. I mean, obviously got to be better. We had a great run game going, but I got to be better. Can't make those interceptions. That'll kill us against a better opponent. So I got to cut down on those. But, I mean, I think we did some good stuff overall on offense today.
The Rammies did some great stuff overall on offense in the first half. First TD was a quick 2-yard pass to Jake Levin, courtesy of an Ivory Hurd interception. Then, one of 3 running backs, Chris Wilke, barreled in for a TD to put the Rams up 14-0. Jumped to the second quarter, and this time it was Raymond Carter's turn to punch the ball in for 6. The Rams looked unstoppable offensively. The last TD came near the end of the second half with a Carter repeat. The Rams entered the locker room up 28-0. The final score was 33-14 as the Rams allowed 2 touchdowns in the second half. But it wasn't the points that hurt. Senior linebacker Michael Sisson led the country in career tackles for a loss. He was recognized as a preseason Mountain West Conference player, and in 2010, he led the nation with forced fumbles. It was heartbreaking to see the talented linebacker go down in the game with what was later discovered to be a broken ankle.
From the offensive side, seeing Sisson go down, I mean, he's a leader for the defense, but what was your first thought seeing him get carted off the field?
It's heartbreaking. I mean, that's nothing you ever want to see. You don't want to see anyone get hurt, but especially a leader and such an incredible player such as Sisson. It's just something you kind of cringe at when you see it go down. And I mean, after that first play when Gilmore went down, I did the same thing, and then when Levin went down, and then when it was just not a great day as far as injuries go, and you hate seeing that. So
what did that do to the team morale?
I don't know if that did anything as far as killing the mood of it, everything. And, you know, we just, no matter what happens, you got to push through adversity and just keep playing hard. If that's injuries, if that's a bad play, a turnover, or even if you are playing well, you got to keep it going. So I hope that didn't have anything to do with our lull in the second half.
It was hard. It was really hard for me, you know. Like I said before, you know, me and Mike were here since, you know, we've been here for 5 years, and like that's like one of my best friends. And to see him go down like that, it was really hurtful.
What are you guys as a group thinking?
As a group, everybody, you know, obviously we was hurt that, you know, Mike Sisson went down, the big playmaker he is, but, you know, everybody was looking at each other like we got to step up, you know. I felt everybody was looking at me to, you know, lead and lead the linebackers, be able to lead the defense. So I was looking at his backup and telling him that, you know, we got to go. So I just, most definitely I felt that I had to lead. You know, I had to be out there making plays. I felt that, you know, if it was anybody, it had to be me to be out there and make that play. So that's what I had to do for my team.
The Rams are hopeful to bring Sisson back to competition before the end of the season. The Rams are now 2 games closer to that bowl appearance. However, this Saturday marks one of the most important games for the Rams, the Rocky Mountain Showdown against the CU Buffs. Coming up after the break, hear from several of the players and head coach Steve Fairchild about the matchup. Stay tuned.
You're watching RSM, the Rams Sports Magazine Show on Northern Colorado 5.
Welcome back to the show. The CSU football team still has a sour taste in their mouths from the 24-3 defeat from the CU Buffs last season. They hope to do things a little bit differently this Saturday as they take on CU.
Yeah, both sides of the ball are much different. You know, they're going to pound us a little more with their run game than the 2 teams we faced, and defensively they're a lot more multiple, a lot more pressure-based than the 2 defenses we faced. So that warranted, you know, some adjustments, and obviously that takes some practice.
You solved at the spots where a lot of guys were injured, linebacker, fullback.
Yeah, you know, like Jake Levin was out there playing today, so you know, we'll get some guys back, and you know, it's getting some other backups, you know, to step up and be ready to, you know, go into the game, and then working out the linebacker thing as well, you know, where everybody's going to play. But no, we're in good shape.
Carry over to the coaching
staff. Our
staff
whole program looks forward to playing in this game. I mean, like we talked about it as a team on Tuesday, this is one of the best settings in college football. It's a privilege to play in this game. And
I have very high expectations for myself, and I know my teammates have high expectations for me. I have high expectations for them, and we all got to perform better out there on Saturday.
How's practice been this week?
Pretty solid. Yesterday's practice was probably one of the best we've had since fall camp started. Today is not so much, but we got to pick it up tomorrow. Tomorrow's like game day for us, so we're just ready to get this game played. I mean, I think we're still studying film, all that stuff, but I think we're at the point right now where we just want to play this game and iron some things out and get out there on Saturday.
2-0 is the good news, but do you guys feel like you've played a complete game yet?
No, we have not. Against New Mexico, we started off kind of slow. UNC, obviously, the second half was terrible, so we got to pick it up, and in order to stay in the game and have a chance to win on Saturday, we got to play all 60 minutes.
Obviously, what does this game mean to you?
Oh, it's real big for us. You know what I'm saying? We put a good 2 games off, and now it's CU week. You know, it's rivalry week, and you got the intensity up at practice, and everybody's excited for it.
Pride's an important thing with this game. What's your Ram pride like right now?
Oh, man, I'm trying to do everything we can to bring the trophy back to Fort Collins. You know, it belongs here, and our goal is to bring it back. So that's what we're practicing for, to get it back here.
Can't argue that. 2 wins under your belt. What's that do for the confidence level?
Oh, the confidence is high, you know. I mean, the 2 games, you know, we proved that we can play as a team this year, and we matured a lot, you know, but it's always room for improvement. So we just got to get better every day. And we had a good 2 days of practice so far. And we got 1 more day of practice, and we got to finish strong until we get ready for Saturday.
I've been here. This is my senior year. I've been through like all the ups and downs, and this is my last year, and it means like the most. This is like my most important game here. You know, you leave this university with a big impact of my year being here. So.
Talking about those ups and downs, obviously the defense, there's been a lot of struggles lately. What was practice like the past 2 days?
I mean, you know, knowing that we have Mike out, you know, still he's been at practice, you know, he's been encouraging us, and we've been having good practices. You know, defense has been flying around, and still excited to play on Saturday. Shoot, Ram Pride's on an all-time high. I feel like, you know, everybody's ready to go out there and play. Like, defense is flying around, offense is making plays, and we're just ready to go out there and have some fun.
Now, looking at the Buffs, obviously they can generate some offense, as shown in that last game. Are you worried about that, or what's your big focus with this Buffs team?
You know, big focus is to keep the ball in front of us. You know, and that's been our goal since we started the season. I believe if we can do that, anything can happen. You know, we can come out this game with a good win for us.
Colorado boys. So obviously, what does this showdown mean to you?
It's a big thing for us. You know, I got some friends that play at CU, friends that play here. So it's just going to be a real big game. A lot of emotions going, but I have to control and play hard. So.
Now, pride's a huge thing with this game. What's your Ram pride like right now?
Well, we're definitely been practicing for this for a while, a rivalry game, and our Ram pride's on high right now because this will solidify, you know, some of our season going to our conference, a lot of momentum. So we're really all excited to do this.
How you liking the running game with you, Carter, Good?
It's real good because they can't really pinpoint our strengths. So, I mean, obviously, you know, we're going to keep our legs fresh and just keep running them down. So.
2 wins under your belt. What's the confidence level like heading into this game with them? No wins.
Yeah, confidence is high, and with the potential we know we can do we really have a lot of things we can do. So I think we're on the way to success. So.
Very true. Now, again, going back on that Colorado kid, did you go to this game before you were a Ram, or you know what's your history with the Rocky Mountain Showdown?
I watched it on TV, and it's always a great game because I see everybody playing so hard. The game can go any which way; it doesn't matter any preseason rankings. So I just love that motion and that just feeling of being out there. So I just definitely want to just show what I got where I'm at. So.
What's it been like with class this week? I mean, have the students been supporting you? Are they saying, you know, hey, we're going to be out there for you?
Definitely. Everybody's looking forward to going. Everybody's getting ready. Everybody's asking for extra tickets. So everybody's definitely ready and excited to be at this game to support CSU.
How excited are you for this Saturday?
Man, I'm pumped, man. This is like one of the most important games, not only for our program, you know, and I feel like we can really make a statement out this Saturday, and that's what we plan on doing.
How much does it help having 2 wins under your belt already?
It helps a lot. It helps a lot of confidence. It's definitely a confidence booster, you know, going into Game 3, and knowing that we can actually, you know, go in and compete with people and, you know, get the dub at the end of the day.
A lot of worries with the defense after, you know, the few incidents that have happened. Are you worried at all?
Oh no. Well, for the most part, we played great. You know, great. Yeah, that was just some of, you know, everybody not wrapping up, and you know that can be corrected. We've corrected it, and we moved on.
What's your Ram pride like right now?
Ram pride is probably, if out of 1 to 100, is at 100 right now, man. I'm proud to be a CSU Ram.
You're watching RSM, the Ram Sports Magazine Show on Northern Colorado 5.
Welcome back to RSM, Ram Sports Magazine Show. The volleyball team is currently 6-2, and they owe plenty of thanks to young setter Deidre Foss. So I spoke to her earlier this week, one-on-one. Now, compare that first game to this last game against the Bears as filling in that setter position. What's the pressure been like for you?
The pressure is cut down a lot, definitely, because I've played with the team a lot more. We've had a lot more practices, so I'm getting more comfortable playing with them, and the chemistry is a lot better. So.
We'll talk about that chemistry. I mean, that's important for a setter. What's it been like with some of these players?
I mean, it's definitely been a challenge stepping in as a new setter, not playing with these hitters last year, having to connect with them. So it's been a challenge, but it's definitely getting better every day. We work on it.
Most recent game against the Bears, you guys were sporting the orange. How'd you like that look for the team? You know, a little fun for Ag Day.
It was nice to have a bright orange color supporting our Aggies, so I liked it.
Out of curiosity, Izzy was in the white. Do you feel like she was kind of left out there?
No, she still had orange on her jersey. She was good.
Now I'm going to dive into this a little bit. Who's your favorite player on the team to set to? Do you have a favorite?
I don't have a favorite, no.
Oh, the easy way out, but whatever, that works. How much have you learned this season so far? I mean, what's the learning curve been like for this team?
I've definitely learned a lot. Our coach, Tom Hilbert, has worked with me a lot in getting me connected with the hitters so that I can become better. The learning curve definitely hasn't stopped. It keeps growing, so.
Now, your typical volleyball fan, they know what a setter does. If you look at the stat sheets, setter, plenty of assists this last game against the Bears. You had 29. You had a kill, too, you know, and you had a 500 kill percentage, so that's pretty awesome. But kind of describe to me what your role is as a setter on this team.
Basically, my role is to get the ball up to a hitter so that they can kill the ball and attack it. So So
It's pretty simple, you know,
Yeah.
that's something easy to follow.
Yeah.
Now, did you expect the team to play as well as they did? You stepping into that new position, were you expecting this much success? I mean, you guys are 6-2 right now.
I knew that we would come out with some fire, and with all the practices we've been doing, I knew that we were going to be pretty good, but definitely took me off guard how well we've started off. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, you guys just had the Bears, you have Denver this week, then after that, conference play with Air Force, all Colorado teams. You're a Washington girl. Do those in-state rivalries mean anything to you?
It does, because I'm part of the CSU team now, so any rivalry game here in Colorado matters to me.
Now, the football team's having so much success. They're 2-0. You guys are 6-2. Have you noticed that around campus, that has the student body really stood behind you guys?
Yeah, for sure. I think we have really good student body here. They support us a lot, not just volleyball, but football, every sport. So
And they
it's
need
nice.
that. So the more the better. Fans get out there, support them.
For sure. It helps a lot.
You've had some time to look at the schedule. Are there any matchups you're personally excited for, you know, conference, non-conference?
I would say the Seattle game, just because I'm from Washington and I know the coaches. So
Do you know a lot of players on that team?
I know
or-
a couple. So
Man,
yeah.
so yeah, it's making you a little nervous,
Yeah,
huh? You
it'll
think,
be fun, though.
You think you'll take them down?
Yeah, the assistant coach was actually my club coach. So
Nice. Now, this week you guys kind of have a break. How nice is that, getting some time off after playing 3 straight matches in a row?
it's really nice. Our bodies definitely need recovery after playing those 3 straight games. And then these past couple weekends going hard too, with the tournament in Arkansas and then the Nebraska game. So
It's been nonstop, and you're a
Exactly.
student athlete on top of all
Mhm.
that. Last question, Deidre. You got Air Force coming up, start a conference. Is this team ready for conference play?
we are definitely ready for conference play, and every day we're getting better. So
I like to
Yeah.
hear that. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
joining us
you.
on the show. Good luck with conference play. Good luck against Denver, and of course that Seattle game.
thank you.
Stay tuned, Rams fans, because there's still plenty more to come on the show. Coming up next after the break, I stick with volleyball as I speak one-on-one with junior middle blocker Breon Page. Stay tuned.
You're watching RSM, the Rams Sports Magazine Show on Northern Colorado 5.
Welcome back to the show, Rams fans. The volleyball team is on the verge of conference play. Junior middle blocker Breon Page had an amazing show against the UNC Bears on Saturday, nabbing a whopping 12 kills. So I had to talk to the middle blocker. Now, Breon, you were named to the all-tournament team with this Rams Classic. Is that an honor to you? What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I'm really blessed, to be given that honor, to be recognized for something like that. I definitely couldn't do it with the help of my teammates, so without them, I
Very
wouldn't even get
modest
it.
person, with the team there. But 3 straight matches in a row, was that taxing on you guys? Was that a little hard?
It was a little hard on our bodies, but, it challenges us, and, we played great competition. That's why we're here, so.
You're one of the few older ones on the team, not a senior yet, but you've got some experience. That Bears team, they haven't beat CSU since 1982, and they've had a good team the past few years. What's that rivalry been like for you?
It's definitely been great. I'm not from Colorado, but even the girls on our team that are from Colorado, get us really hyped about the game. So,
That's awesome.
it means as much as it does to them, to me.
They're still looking for that one. I think it means a little more to those Bears if they could take you guys down, number 14 in the country. But your role this season, how much has it changed with the loss of 2 outside hitters, Jackie Davis and Danielle Mitch? I mean, they were all about the kills. How much has your role changed this season?
Obviously there are 2 really big, roles to fill. And so, as a middle blocker, I just, try and do my job. And I feel like we all, there's not going to be that one person. Like, we all have to work as a team and, fill their roles. So I think we're doing a pretty good job.
Did fill that role, obviously. I mean, you had no blocks on Saturday, but you had 12 kills, double-digit kills. How'd that feel afterwards?
It felt really good,
That's awesome.
I was really connecting with the setter, so that helped a lot.
And I was like talking with Deidre, you got to kind of have a break this week before that Denver matchup. How are you feeling about this team?
I definitely feel like they're going to be, a really competitive team. It'll be good for us. DU is always, really competitive when we play them, so it'll be nice.
Now I'm going to step back a little bit again to that Nebraska matchup. One of the things I noticed is the celebration. You got some jumps on you. Is that something with volleyball players, who can jump the highest? Does that matter to you guys?
It's definitely, jump.
I like throwing. I mean, I'm sorry, you got up there. You got up there. Do you know
really
your
excited.
vertical jump?
Yeah.
Is it better than some of the basketball players or the football players?
We joke about that too. They're like, oh, I could jump higher than you. I'm like, no, I could jump higher than you. We go back and forth. It's fun, but,
hitting on that fun, how fun has this season been?
Oh, so far it's been really fun. I'm so excited for conference play. It's going to be really fun.
Touching on Deidre again, I mean, she stepped into this new role filling in for Evan earlier than expected. How has she adjusted to that?
She's doing a fantastic job adjusting to the role. Very relaxed, setting, all the hitters very accurately, doing a really good job.
Hilbert has mentioned that chemistry, timing, rhythm, there's so much that goes into volleyball. What is the most important aspect, do you feel, for a middle blocker?
I'd say timing. When the setter is setting the ball, you really want to make sure that you're up, because if you're not, then dangerous things will happen.
Yeah, nobody likes dangerous things. I want to know, which do you like more, getting a good kill in or a good stuff right in their face? Which do you like more?
I'll say the stuff,
stuff,
Obviously, we love blocking, our team is huge on blocking. Whenever we get stuff, it feels really
awesome.
good.
The volleyball celebrations are, in my opinion, the best in any sport. I mean,
yeah.
you got fist pumps everywhere, everybody's coming
A lot
together,
of
high
jumps.
fives. Is don't know how you guys coordinate so many high fives. Is that something you guys practice in practice?
Oh no, we just, it's pretty natural. When we're all excited, we're all all over the place. You see us on the ground, some of us jumping up. So
that stuff is intense. But last question: the season is young, but you guys are doing so well. The expectations are raised. Do you feel like you guys can carry this throughout the rest of the season through conference play that starts next week?
I definitely feel there's always going to be like a lot of pressure on us as a volleyball team, but I definitely feel like we can live up to that expectation and do our best.
We're all excited to see you guys live up to those expectations. Well, I want to say good luck on the rest of the season. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Problem.
Thanks for watching RSM, Ram Sports Magazine show. But you're going to have to tune in next week because I will have highlights from the Rocky Mountain Showdown as the CSU Rams try to upset the CU Buffs. Catch you next week.